The crystalline mansion on Zephyr Prime hummed with the subtle vibrations of advanced alien technology, its walls pulsing with bioluminescent patterns that responded to the emotional states of its inhabitants. Lady Zarethva, one of the wealthiest beings in the Galactic Federation, moved through her home with the fluid grace typical of her species, the Velthari. Her iridescent skin caught the light from the twin suns streaming through the transparent dome overhead. But today, even surrounded by luxury beyond imagination, her heart was heavy. In the medical wing of the mansion, her daughter Zixara lay motionless on a hoverbed, her lower body completely paralyzed from a shuttlecraft accident 3 cycles ago. The best Velthari physicians, the most advanced Krillian neural specialists, even the mystical healers from the ethereal worlds, none had been able to restore function to her damaged spinal column. "Mother," Zixara's voice was weak but determined. "I've been researching again. There's a species, the humans. They have a medical facility on the outer rim." Zarethva's tendrils twitched with frustration. "My dear one, we have consulted with the most brilliant minds across 17 star systems. These humans, they're barely spacefaring. Their technology is primitive compared to ours." "But their approach is different," Zixara insisted, her bioluminescent patches flickering with hope. "They don't just replace or enhance, they make the body heal itself." Against her better judgment, Zarethva had arranged for transport to the human medical station orbiting Earth's moon. The facility was laughably small compared to Galactic Federation standards, its metal corridors cramped and utilitarian. She had expected to waste a fortune on false hope. Dr. Adnan Malik, the chief of spinal reconstruction, was younger than she had expected for someone running such an operation. His dark eyes held an intensity that reminded her of her late mate, and his hands moved with surprising steadiness as he reviewed Zixara's scans. "Your daughter's case is complex," he said through the universal translator, "but not impossible. We've had success with similar injuries using a combination of stem cell therapy, neural bridge implants, and intensive rehabilitation." Stem cell therapy? Zarethva had never heard the term. Dr. Neha Sharma, the lead neurologist, stepped forward. "We use the patient's own cells, reprogram them to become whatever type of cell we need. In your daughter's case, we can grow new neural tissue to bypass the damaged areas." The treatment took months. Zarethva rented an entire floor of the station's modest guest quarters, bringing her personal chef and a small army of attendants. She watched skeptically as these humans worked on her daughter with equipment that looked ancient by Galactic Federation standards. Dr. Malik explained each step with patience that surprised her. "We're not just fixing the injury," he said during one of their daily briefings. "We're teaching her body how to fix itself. The human approach isn't about superior technology. It's about understanding the fundamental processes of life itself." Dr. Sharma spent hours with Zixara, guiding her through neural exercises that seemed more like meditation than medicine. "Your species has incredible regenerative potential," she told the young Velthari. "You just need to remember how to access it." The breakthrough came on a Tuesday. Zarethva was in the small cafeteria, picking at something called a salad. Humans, she had learned, actually ate plants, when her communication device chimed urgently. "Lady Zarethva," Dr. Malik's voice crackled through the speaker, barely containing his excitement. "Please come to Rehabilitation Room 3 immediately." She rushed through the corridors, her expensive robes billowing behind her. When she entered the room, she saw her daughter sitting upright on the edge of a therapy table, Dr. Sharma beside her with monitoring equipment. "Watch, Mother," Zixara said, her voice stronger than it had been in cycles. Slowly, deliberately, she lifted her right leg, then her left. Her bioluminescent patches blazed with joy as she slid forward off the table, and then impossibly she stood. The ceramic plate Zarethva had been carrying, her untouched lunch from the cafeteria, crashed to the floor, shattering into 1,000 pieces. She didn't notice. She couldn't look away as her daughter took one tentative step, then another. "How?" Zarethva whispered, her voice breaking. Dr. Malik smiled, exhaustion and triumph mixing on his face. "We didn't fix her, Lady Zarethva. We simply reminded her body how to fix itself. That's what humans do. We don't always have the best technology, but we understand that life finds a way." 3 months later, Zixara was not only walking but dancing. a traditional Velthari celebration dance she hadn't performed since childhood. The video of her recovery spread across the Galactic Federation's networks, and, suddenly, the small human medical station was flooded with patients from across the galaxy. Zarathova established the Interspecies Medical Foundation, funded with half her considerable fortune. She insisted that Dr. Malik and Dr. Sharma lead the new facility, a massive complex built in Earth's orbital space that combined human medical philosophy with the best technology the galaxy had to offer. "You humans," she said during the facility's opening ceremony, "you taught us something we had forgotten in all our technological advancement. Sometimes the most advanced solution isn't more technology, it's understanding life itself." Dr. Malik and Dr. Sharma stood beside her as beings from hundreds of worlds watched the ceremony. In the front row, Zixara danced with other children, her movements fluid and joyful. "We just remembered something we learned long ago on Earth," Dr. Sharma said quietly. "Every problem has a solution. You just have to be willing to think differently." The humans, Zarathva reflected, might not have the most advanced technology in the galaxy, but they had something perhaps more valuable: the stubborn refusal to accept that anything was impossible. And sometimes that made all the difference.